What's going on, people? It's the Bear here once again. Uh, I don't know what to say. At this point, I don't know what to say. This was one of the most anticipated movies. So close to the end of the year. I don't go to the movies much nowadays. You know, I've been disappointed a lot by the movies that I went to go see. I've been very disappointed. In Buffalo, we have this theater called AMC, Market Arcade, AMC Theater, something like that. It's been like renovated, like it was like a $9.5 million renovation. If you look at it now than what it was before, you would definitely tell the difference. Anyway, they got this deal of going to, like, you can go see like 3 movies a week for like $20 a month. I used to take advantage of that. Here's the reason why I'm coming to this here and why I'm talking about this. About a year ago, when AMC had this whole thing with the going to the movies, I used to go to movies 3 times a week, taking advantage of that $20 a month, you know? That's 12 movies in a month that you could see for $20. That's a hell of a deal, right? But a lot of these movies that bring so much hype has become disappointing. I didn't expect this to happen with this movie. This is the last Star Wars movie. A saga a Star Wars saga that has happened since 1977. This is it. When you do something like, you know, like with Game of Thrones or like Breaking Bad, when the ending, you know, that happened, you want to go out with a bang. You want to go out in a bang. You want your last movie, your last TV show to be remembered. This was not it. And obviously, as you can see, Metacritic score 54. User score 5.2. They're around the same rating. I wanted to go see this movie. I looked at the AMC app. I got the AMC app, theater app, whatever, and I'm looking and I'm like, all the seats were filled. Like this time, that time, it was mostly filled. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know, I don't know. I mean, let me go see what the reviewers say first before I go and get my money and all that. Man, I mean, Jeremy Jones, who I watch movie reviews a lot, Chris Stuckman, even Angry Joe, gave this movie here bad reviews. Jeremy Jones gave this movie a T-1 day, which is next to dog shit. Angry Joe gave this movie a 5, which is next to dog shit. I mean, man, I've been watching the Star Wars movies for a long time. I'd rather go watch the older movies that was made in the 1970s and the 1980s than to go watch this. And I'm just hearing what everybody's saying, what this one's saying and that one's saying. And I'm like, wow. I mean, it can't be that bad, right? A lot of people say, yeah, it's not all the way bad, but it's pretty much bad. But that's enough for me to be like, I'll save my money. This is the end. This is the final Star Wars movie that was made 1977. This is it. And no one's going to remember this movie. See, I know people's going to go to the theaters and they're going to be like, well, I got the experience for myself. I can't look at reviewers and just say, you know what, this movie is bad. You know, I don't know if I'm going to say, but no, you know, I got to go see it for myself. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. I understand that people want to go and experience something for yourself. But if you have 5 people that's giving a review on something and they're all basically saying the same thing, you might want to take heed to what they're saying. Somewhere along them where they're talking about something in there makes sense. How can you have 5 people basically say the same thing and then you telling yourself that's not good enough? So what else you got to see it for yourself? Then when you get disappointed, you're like, you know what? You walk out of the theater and you say, you know what? They was right. I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to go down there after looking at the review after review after review. Even IGN gave this movie a pretty bad score. Well, they said 7, really. But they said there was a lot of things that was pretty bad about the movie. But they gave it a 7 anyway. I don't know. I guess the check cleared. Anyway. I ain't talking about IGN, but come on now. If everybody else is saying almost dog shit, you give it a 7. Something's wrong. But anyway. This is bad, man. You know? And I'm going to save my money. I'm going to save my money because looking at Rotten Tomatoes that gave it a 58, and then you go to Metacritic and they're giving it a 54 and user score of 5.2. That's not good enough for me to go to the movies with. That's not good enough for me. Matter of fact, what I am going to do is buy the Star Wars game. And that's as good as it gets for Star Wars with me, which everybody says is a real good game. I haven't got it yet, so I'm going to get that game. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, y'all, if you got your own opinions, let me know. If you went to go see it, let me know. What do y'all think? How do y'all feel? This is the last Star Wars movie. How do y'all feel about that? You know, let me know. It's the Bear and I'm out. Peace.